Guys, I don't have a photographer, so I'm going to try to do this on my own, but I'm going to show you how to make tofu, how to cook it up. I used to really dislike tofu, and then I played around and kept trying to make it different ways, and so I've come up with like a crispy way to make it, and then add the dressing or whatever it is I want to put on it, the sauce. So I'll show you that. First thing, this is the kind I buy, tofu. It's organic. You don't want the GMO junk. I get this at Walmart, or Tops has it. I did find this one. It says sprouted tofu, so it's already drained for you. But I don't know, that one tastes kind of rubbery to me, so I just wanted to show you that one, but I don't really like that one. So the first thing we're gonna do is open up the pouch. Excuse my photography. So I'm gonna open up the pouch and it's filled with water. Probably can't hear it in there, but it'll probably squirt all over the place, which it is. So bear with me for a second while I make a big mess. I'm gonna take this over to the sink, or spill it everywhere, and drain it out. And then I'm left with my block in there. Let me clean up my mess a little bit. All right, so now we need to squeeze the water out of that. So I just take a towel, fold it up. What you can do is you can leave it with something heavy on top of it, but I don't pre-plan enough for that. So I take it in my towel, I just lay it in there, and then I press down. Be careful not to press too hard because it is really soft and you'll just smush it. And we don't want to smush it. We want to just put enough weight on it. You'll feel the water squeezing out of it into your towel. And it's a lot of water, so you're gonna feel a lot. Maybe you can see that. Hopefully you can see how much comes out. So then I just move it along so that I have a dry space to squeeze some more water out of it. And I keep squeezing. I'm just going to keep squeezing it until I feel like, the towel's not getting too wet anymore. It really is better if you can take the time and put something heavy on top of it. That way it keeps its shape a little better. Mine tends to get a little smushed. Okay, the next thing we're going to do, once it's all squeezed out, and I have my block here, we're going to cut it into pieces. Hopefully you can see this. So don't saw at it or else it's just going to flake off into little chunks. So you want to kind of measure it out. I'm not sure. I'm going to do, I don't know, like 1/2 inch or so width. And just push straight down. It's really soft and going to cut very easily. So then I just make a bunch of those cuts until I get to the end. And you'll see it's kind of fragile. It'll want to fall apart. So just be careful with it. Just press down and cut. See, mine ripped already, but that's okay. Keep cutting until we get to the end. And then I take them and then I cut them lengthwise. So I cut them, it's gonna fall apart. Cut them like this, and then I'm gonna cut them into little squares. Just small ones because I really like them to get crispy. Depends how crispy you like them to get. So this is what size I'm going for. So I'm going to go ahead and cut these all up into little pieces like that. While I'm cutting my tofu, I'm also going to start my rice. I'm just showing you guys this because I've always had a lot of trouble with rice too. Maybe some of you are amazing cooks out there and you're really good at rice, but I'm not. So I got this rice cooker. So basically you just throw your rice in there, rinse your rice, throw it in there, and then you put it in this amazing machine and press a button. And in about 40 minutes, I get the most perfect rice every time. So I'm just gonna turn that on and cook my rice. And so I'm gonna let my rice go. I'm gonna finish cutting up my tofu, and then I'm gonna show you how to cook it. Okay, the tofu's been cooking probably about 8 minutes. So I hope you can see it's kind of brown. So I'm gonna give that a stir. I'm using this rubber spatula because it's a little, hopefully you can see that. Sorry about my photography skills. So it's not as fragile now, so I can stir it up a little more easily. And I'm just gonna try to get it in another single layer. Okay, I'm still cooking the tofu here. It's been cooking for about 12 minutes, and I just keep stirring until I'm gonna get to where almost all the sides are nice and brown. I think you can see how brown it's getting, nice and crispy. And I've started chopping my vegetables. I'm gonna use this to make some General Tso's tofu. So I'm gonna keep going, and then I'll show you the finished product when we're all done. Just remember to keep stirring and watch so it doesn't burn. All right, my tofu is finished cooking. It's nice and brown. It's kind of hot, so I wanted to show you that it's kind of crispy on the outside, but it's still soft on the inside. So at that point, you can remove it from the pan if you want, and you can add your sauce or dressing or however you want to do it. If you're making a stir fry like I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and just add my veggies in while I keep the tofu off to the side. Hopefully you can see that. Still want the tofu to stay warm. So if you're using a wok, this works out pretty well. But if not, you can remove the tofu to do your veggies and then put it back in to warm up when you're done, because when it starts to cool down, it softens a bit. So you might want to throw it back in to warm it up. So I'm going to cook my veggies up and prepare my sauce, and then I'll show you my finished product. Alright guys, I'm all finished with my tofu, my General Tso's. So here it is. I mixed white and brown rice and some veggies and topped it with some General Tso's sauce. And that's how you make tofu. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions. Subscribe to our channel so you can stay up to date on all our new videos. Thanks for watching.